rock solo, dolo. Couldn't hold on no more. You ain't by me, you got to go though. You ain't by me, you got to go though. Now I rock solo, dolo. Couldn't hold on no more. You ain't by me.
What's good, love? Welcome back to my channel. Hopefully you like, comment, subscribe, and turn your notifications so you never miss a video. Okay, in this video I break down how much I spent while living in Hoi An, Vietnam for 2 weeks. I was only there for 2 weeks, so let's get into it. Let me go down the list and let me tell you how much I spent. Okay, hopefully me going down this list or sharing what I spent helps you decide if you want to come here, or helps you understand, get a peek into the cost of living in Hoi An, Vietnam. So let's start out with the most important. Okay, let's start with the most important. Let's talk about rent. Let's talk about how much I paid to stay in Hoi An, Vietnam while I was there for 2 weeks. Okay, so for rent, the cost of living in Hoi An, and I did not get a long-term rental. I did not book with somebody personally. I just simply booked on Airbnb, and that's it. Okay. So for Hoi An, for the home, it was actually a homestay that I stayed in Hoi An for 2 weeks. I spent $384. Okay, $384. That was for 2 weeks. They had a pool. They had like a cleaning service. Like they'll come in the cleaning room whenever whatever you want them to, and then they provide breakfast every single day. So that's what I got for 2 weeks living in Hoi An, Vietnam. Pretty simple and straightforward. There were no hidden fees or anything like that. It was, like I say, pretty straightforward. I liked it. I really liked it. That's how much it costs to live there. All right. Or for my accommodation. All right, the next thing we're going to get into is food. Okay, how much did I spend to eat in Hoi An, Vietnam for 2 weeks? So I spent $1,836,000 to eat while I was in Hoi An. Again, that was mostly Grab because I did, like Uber Eats or whatever. Again, I do work overnight, so a lot of ordering was after 7 while I was on the clock. I just went ahead and jumped on Grab and ordered some food. That is equivalent to $69 US dollars. Okay, so over 2 weeks I spent $69 US dollars on Grab just in eating. Overall, I spent about $100 tops for 2 weeks eating in Hoi An, Vietnam. Yes, I ordered on Grab, but I also went to cafes. I actually went out to eat. Went to a couple restaurants. I actually did walk to a couple places to eat. And that price went up to about $100 for those 2 weeks. Okay. And again, just to refresh your memory, I'm vegan, so food is a little bit more expensive for me than it would be maybe for someone like you, depending on what your eating habits or your diet is. I'm more so a whole food vegan eater, so I don't eat a lot of processed stuff. So again, it's a little bit more difficult and a little bit more expensive for me to eat than maybe the average person. So also another thing to mention is there was a refrigerator, but there was no microwave, so there was no leftovers. Like if I ate for breakfast, Grab, then I walked or ordered again Grab for dinner, because I couldn't order enough to have leftovers. It would have just been, I'm gonna eat that one thing and then that's it. I'm gonna order enough just for this meal, and then I'm gonna have to order again later. So there's one thing to consider. I mean, hell, $60 is nothing to eat, in my opinion. $69, that's nothing for 2 weeks. The hell, $70. That's $35 a week. Come on now. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hell, I can go to one restaurant in Atlanta right now, one vegan restaurant in Atlanta, and spend $26 on one meal as a vegan. Okay. Come on now. Come on now. Like that's affordable, okay? So the next thing is transportation. How much did I spend for transportation for those 2 weeks? I spent $1,442,000 on transportation while I was in Hoi An for 2 weeks, and of course that was mainly Grab. That does equal out to 54 US dollars. I didn't grab as much as I did in Da Nang, and that's only because I walked a lot of places. I actually get on a bicycle and bicycled a couple places. I actually walked a couple places, but I did grab a couple. I did grab some. I even grabbed all the way back to Da Nang, and the Da Nang in Hoi An is about a 45-minute ride. So that includes me grabbing back to Da Nang and then grabbing from Da Nang back to Hoi An. So that's included in that price as well. But I still feel like that's a good price, $54 with no car of my own for 2 weeks. Okay, so the next cost would be lifestyle costs. Again, that's including like anything outside of food and transportation and living that I spent. So this was a little more expensive. I think I probably spent $225 on lifestyle costs while I was in Hoi An because I actually went shopping. I went down to Old Town. Okay, I bought some shoes. I bought some like running shoes, sneakers. I also bought some clothes. I bought like 5 shirts, Nikes, Carhartt. Like I really, like I just went to one stall and was like, I need 5 shirts. So I also got my nails done, and any other miscellaneous costs. I did get a lot of water. I did get a lot of snacks. Again, it was. And I think I put snacks in the food category, but I did like get like wipes, like cleaning wipes, or like Q-tips, just like things that I needed overall to be comfortable. Okay. But overall, while I was in Hoi An for 2 weeks, I spent a total of $764. Okay, a whopping $764 over 2 weeks. Now, if you multiply that times 2, that gives you $1,530. And the reason I multiply it is to give you a picture of a month. Like if I would have stayed in Hoi An for a month, it would have costed me $1,530. Okay, and that is including shopping. Okay, that is including those $225 shopping spree that I went on. Okay, so $1,530 is less than what I paid back in the States for rent every month. I think my rent was like $1,650 or something like that. So 2 weeks or a month, transportation, food, and living expenses is less than I paid only in rent back in the US. Okay, only in rent. And honestly, it would have been $300 cheaper. It would have been more so like $1,230. But again, I went shopping, so that price is baked into the overall monthly cost as well. Okay. This was just simply what I spent over 2 weeks. Of course, what you spent or you would spend if you were here, of course, it would be different because you have different needs. You have different things that will make you comfortable, whatever the case may be. This is just what I spent. This is just my experience on what I did. Again, there was tech, so a lot of things was closed. It stopped me from doing a lot of things that I wanted to do, but that's okay. Because I can always go back, baby. I can always go back. Planes still fly, okay? But hopefully what I spent helps you decide if you want to visit, or helps you decide if this is something or this is somewhere that you could afford to experience or come live or visit, okay? So if you have any questions, comment down below. I'll be glad to answer them. So yeah, y'all stay amazing. Y'all stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all on the next one, okay? Bye.
Now I rock solo, couldn't hold on. You ain't by me, you ain't by me.